Hey, Mark, whose house are you in?
I'm in my house.
Says Hank before we start the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome again, Top of the Table. Brian, Hank, Mark, and Chris in our own houses joining you. Tuesday, June the 1st. We missed last week. I was on vacation, and then you don't need an excuse. Nobody cares.
I was probably masturbating.
Send your cards and letters to @the_Mark via
Amber. Kittle biddle.
That's helpful for the people listening on the podcast.
Hi,
Mrs. Cat
Amber.
has just jumped on the table. We miss you on Twitter, Amber.
Yes, we do.
I've told her she's not allowed to use Twitter anymore. She gets too right wing.
Mean tweets hurt cats. That's all I'm going to say.
I think the cat wrote all the mean tweets, if memory serves. Gentlemen.
She's not very complimentary. Carry on.
Over the last 2 weeks, we normally start our show now with the ladies first segment, as the NWSL had games on the 22nd and 29th of May. They took my balls, Charlie.
Okay, look at him. Look at this face. Can you just hear the Aussie man talking through this dog? Or is that just my imagination?
I mean, I can now.
Well, since you put it that way. Ladies
Okay, sorry.
first.
Menagerie.
I'll stop. You're fine. I was looking over the teams of from us and all of our guests, and we have 7 out of the 10 teams have been chosen. Of the teams that are remaining are Houston, Kansas City, and top of the table Orlando. Amazingly enough. I'll start as the North Carolina Courage on.
Are you proposing a Woosley gambit here, or
May the 22nd? North Carolina fell to league leading Orlando 2-1. But then this weekend on the 29th, Hank sent me a picture. This is what Hank sent. If you're on, you got to go watch this on the screen share. This is what Hank sent me. And the text just said 5-0. Oh gosh, I need some help. As North Carolina blows out Racing Louisville 5-0.
It was bad.
Fourth in the table.
And, Louisville coming off of their first ever win, right? In their home stadium with, a good defeat of Washington. I thought it was good. But it was like they were playing with 4 people on Sunday or Saturday or whatever it was, Friday night, I guess. I was watching it on Sunday. And it was bad, man. There's no presence in the midfield. They had nothing to stop Dabinia or Lynn Williams in the second half.
Nobody stopped.
Just nothing. Well, I mean, they did a pretty good job in the first half. It was only 1-0 in the first half. The second half was just, it was ridiculous. And Christy Alley keeps playing the same women over and over again. And with no real change in the results or the change in the style that's being played. So if he's going for, sit back and absorb, he's going to need to get some more people in the midfield to help do that.
is that all he has, though? I mean, that's,
that's all he has. He's got 4 or 5. He's got 4 people playing up kind of up top, and no real central midfield presence. And they picked up a player from North Carolina. Actually, it was I can't pronounce her last name, but it's Sinclair something. And she was a defensive midfielder type of presence. So I figured she might get some time. Nope, not in the lineup. And as far as attacking help, really not a lot there. They just have the same people coming in off the bench, and they're hoping for some magic. I think he just needs to shake things up a little bit.
Mark, give us your Thorns update.
We won.
Again?
We won 1-0, I think.
Why are you shaking your head?
We lost. It
was against Gotham on Sunday. That's why I'm shaking my head.
Oh, we lost to the Rain, and then we lost to Orlando.
Right.
And then we won over the weekend. We won at the weekend. We won
Rematch
over.
of the Challenge Cup final.
Yeah, we won over the Gotham. We beat the Gotham. We beat the Sky Blue Gotham. I didn't get to watch it. I watched the first half of the Rain Thorns match on a highway in Arizona with spotty coverage on my phone. Thank God for Twitch, which I never thought I'd say.
Really?
And then the midweek match against Orlando, I just flat out missed because I was doing other things and catching up from being gone for a week. But to Hank's point, I noticed this a lot in American soccer. And it happens with every team. Sometimes you just shit the bed. Sometimes you just have no answers for whatever's coming at you. It does, however, seem to happen a lot more within American soccer than perhaps anywhere else, though. And I mean, I think it's just, our coaching pool is perhaps not what it should be, as well as maybe our player pool. I don't know. But it happens. I mean, you're going to see every team get blown out once a season. It just happens. I think it rings to the issue of parity, if you can call it that anymore.
Who's the coach of the Portland Timbers right now? Giovanni Savarese?
Savarese, yeah.
Yeah, he might be looking for a new job soon.
I don't know, man. They're pretty beat up.
Against Galaxy,
They
didn't they?
certainly were after the game this weekend.
Well, we want to talk about the tackle from the Galaxy game.
All I saw was the actual tackle. I didn't see the game. We launched that day, so I couldn't watch. That was a horrible tackle. And from what my friends whose opinions I trust on the Galaxy, because let's face it, Galaxy Twitter is a hot mess most of the time.
Basically, all Twitter is a hot mess most of the time.
Yeah, but Galaxy Twitter is its own special breed of dumb, stupid with 4 O's. I mean, it's just some of the anyway. People I trust.
I'm going to keep using the hashtag. I just thought of. Go ahead.
Who did watch the game told me that tackle was pretty much the game in a nutshell. He went in for a tackle and he just totally fucked it up. And
more than it up, he fucked Polo up too. Polo's out for the year.
Yeah, I know. It's a horrible thing, and then now the guy's receiving death threats,
Allard, give us the updates on the Gotham.
It's
certainly not reading it from your computer, reflecting in your glasses.
Actually, I actually have 2 screens, you see.
I can actually in the reflection of the jersey behind you.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's not exactly exciting stuff. Played 3. 1-1, drawn 1, tied 1, scored 1, conceded 1. They won the first game 1-0 against Houston Dash.
Lift her up. The cat.
There you go. Okay. Yay, Amber. Sorry.
This is the kind of in-depth analysis that both of us.
So they took 4 points out of 3 games. Isn't bad.
But I mean, if you're going to watch them, you're probably not in for an exciting day.
That's true.
I mean, they scored after half an hour in the first game and then haven't scored since. And given some of the players they have in their team, you would probably expect more. But it's early on in the season, and I'm
kind of like Miami.
Yeah, I'm sure people are waiting for things to work out and see how it goes. And obviously, with the
they've got to work their way into that new logo. That just threw everything off.
It's good though. I do like it.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
And I have to appreciate the NYNJ touch as well. At least accept that you're in New Jersey rather than pretend otherwise.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
How does Amber like it? Does Amber like it? Or does she show it her porthole?
Oh, this is going to be a long show.
It better not be. I got to be out of here by 9.
I know I'm going to get us out of here faster.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Those people that are driving back to work. The point is for this to be quick. So, all right. If you are new to this show,
I tell my wife.
If you are new to this show, I apologize. Here's the way it works. I will ask 8 rapid fire questions, which my friends here have no idea what I'm going to say. They will then answer, and we will move on. For those of you that are listening who would like to participate, there will be a hashtag which will organically generate throughout the show, and you can tweet us at Top of the Table TV if you would like to play along. Question number 1. The hammer finally fell on Miami's DP situation. Bex comes out of it unscathed, but the team's allocation money is $2 million lighter over the next 2 seasons. Did MLS penalize too harshly or not harshly enough, Hank?
I don't think it was harsh enough. No, I mean, Beckham exploiting the Beckham rule. It just seems like it was a good opportunity to do something there. But they went ahead and announced a whole new league, right? Basically, creating a whole new league in 2 years, so that Miami can put as many players as they want on that roster, and they won't be subject to anything. So it's going to all come out in the end. But yeah, I think they could have gotten a little bit harsher.
Ballard, excuse me.
Yeah, we're easy to get mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, given that it was Miami and Beckham, not surprising, but they need to punish them more. I'd also be interested to know what Atlanta knew about the guy they'd hired who's been banned for 2 years. Whose name temporarily escapes me.
Paul McDonough.
McDonough. Yeah.
It's our next question.
Yeah. But not enough. Should
Mark.
be more. I want to see them lose points.
Oh, wow. Going the
Well, okay, weren't
this
the
way.
infractions for last season?
yes.
So what does losing points do? What can they punish them for more than they punish themselves for blowing their whole wad and getting nothing? I mean, it's like me at a titty bar on after 4 8 balls. It's all visual. There's no mass. There's no critical mass gained.
I'm not using that hashtag either.
I mean, yes, they should be fined. They should be fined up the wazoo. Pow, 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 pow. But it's not.
Well, I mean,
retroactively finding them is fantastic. The guys
how
moved on.
about them losing a vote in the ownership table for like 2 seasons, and not being able to represent themselves in the ownership stake because it was the owner that did this.
And
right?
Yeah, it was Jorge Mas.
The active owner should be fined a lot more. He should be restricted. He should absolutely. I'm just saying, retroactively, let's look at Atlanta and what this guy may have done in Atlanta. And what I want to know is where are all the, I don't even go there. It doesn't even matter. I'm just hoping Pablo Mora got a tweet telling him about it that he can confirm it now.
Question number 2, another penalty result was former sporting director Paul McDonough, who is now, was with Atlanta, being suspended this season and through the end of the 2022 season. Who will sign all the Argentines now for Atlanta?
Oh, Gabby Hines, he's Argentinian, isn't he? Argentine.
That's all they have is Argentinians. That's the
Carlos
joke.
Bocanegra still have a job?
Yeah.
I thought he got sacked. Didn't he get sacked over the weekend? Or I thought I saw something about him being sacked.
Nope.
Or is that just an errant tweet? Maybe. Who knows? Okay.
Never an errant tweet.
Fuck. Bring in the Falkland Islands players. Why not?
They're not Argentine. There you go.
They're not.
I wasn't going to let that one go.
Question number 3. Barnsley has declined the $20 million option on Daryl Dike, as we expected. Does he stay in Orlando very long? By the way, Orlando is 3rd in the East. Mark.
I think he will, because Orlando will not relent on that figure. They're dumb. They could get 10 million and be happy, and they should be. 20 million is just outrageous. No one's going to pay that for him.
Hank.
I don't think they'll pay 20 million, but I don't think he'll be here long. I think he'll finish the season in Orlando, but then be gone.
Valid.
Yeah, he'll start at a Premier League club in August.
Wow.
I don't think they'll get the full 20 million, but if someone comes along with 15, which isn't very much for a striker who you would expect to score goals in that division, they'll take it. And there are lots of teams who could do with a DK type player. West Ham, I think, could do with him. They don't have a striker. Their main striker is 32, I think, now. They're not going to pay £40 million for Tammy Abraham. So I think he'd be worth a punt.
Question number 4. New England's Carlos Gill leads MLS in assists, scoring chances created, dribbles, and successful through balls. Make his case for MVP.
Hashtag successful through balls.
I don't need to. He's doing it for him. He's doing it himself. I don't need to make a case for him when he's playing like that every week.
Mark.
Ask the question again in August when it might matter. I mean, it's We're 6 weeks in, 7 weeks in. Everyone's going to have the run. He's doing a great job. Don't get me wrong. He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job.
Hank,
Let's go to never mind. Go ahead. Let's go to Jake. I'm sure Jake is masturbating over this whole thing. He looks like that meme you send me of the guy from South Park covered in lotion. But
I don't think it was lotion he was covered in.
I think Jake's on the call tonight. But,
no, Jake had to work tonight. He was going to be here last night, but he's working tonight.
We had all you need to do. He's like a human highlight reel. There's nothing you can say bad about him at this stage. It's if he starts scoring goals, he's the MVP. I mean, if it's right now, it's all assists. So you look at the team of the week on MLS last week. They had the little thing they put over you if you score a goal. It says goals, right, for Audi MLS goals, whatever. He was the only one that didn't have a goal on, except for the goalie. I think once he starts converting more goals, and he's a lock.
Well,
sure.
he's almost double his scoring chances created. He's got 45 scoring chances created.
I hate that stat though, Brian. And scoring chances created doesn't mean anything unless you score a goal on it.
Actually, well, he's also a magician with corner kicks.
Yeah, he is pretty good.
Don't like XG either.
Hey, by the way, Cincinnati,
all those stats it's just a bunch of this for the guys who do stats. And so they can project people and
it's Dungeons
don't get
and
me wrong.
Dragons for people.
I'm all for people who do stats because stats are important and they can help build a club. But let's face it, XG, whatever
XG,
that,
XA, all that stuff doesn't matter. And in tiebreakers, it doesn't count, right? It's just kind of like it's fodder for the FIFA rating, and that's all it is.
For those of you not watching, Mark was giving the international symbol for he was pulling for those people. Hey, by the way, Cincinnati only has 6 goals on the year.
I mean, let's face it, Wando's XG in the World Cup was what? And he fucking skied it over the crossbar. So it doesn't matter.
There you go. Question number 5. This is actually Jake had a request that MLS and EA Sports announced the 96 MLS kits are available in FIFA 21's Ultimate Team. Which would be the better promotion, the Save the Oceans jerseys or a 96 era shirt? Mark?
Okay, fuck the Save the Oceans jerseys. Yeah, they're nice. It's a nice sentiment. Yay, let's get plastic out of the ocean. I'm all for it. But man, who the fuck wants to watch 20 games with blue and white teams all fucking weekend long? I hate that bullshit.
It's so annoying.
I mean, it's so Adidas MLS. You know what? You want to do a fucking bright blue, sky blue, whatever the fuck blue the jersey is? Great. Make it in every team's color. Make it important and relevant to every fucking team. Don't just phone it in and throw me a fucking bottle of Jergens and expect me to pay $125 for it. I mean, make it important, make it relevant. Adidas are fucking hacks. MLS are hacks for putting up with it. I'm waiting for the day that fucking Beckham or McConaughey or God forbid the Galaxy have the balls to step up and let Nike do their kit. Let fucking Umbro do their kit and say, fuck you, Adidas. We're tired of your bullshit and your lameness.
You can send your cards and letters to @themark via Hank.
What Mark said. No, okay. I think the retro kit's a much better idea because, hey, it's to Mark's point, personal to each and every team. There you go. I mean, I was actually jazzed when I saw that ad for EA Sports. Gustavo Bo wearing the old Revolution shirt. I was like, God, that does look good. And they actually did some recent promotion where they brought back a retro theme.
Mitchell and Ness sold some, and it didn't even look like the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it didn't look anything like it.
But it was a cash grab.
Total cash grab.
I like the 96 ones. I think they would be better. Although the ones they played in over the weekend were okay. I was like, I like them. I should see how much they are. But again, I'm not paying $100 for one. If they could do it for 40, I might give it a go.
Can't you just
and let's face the facts. Fucking Nike's been making jerseys out of recycled plastic balls for the last 15 years.
That was my question. Can't you just go ahead and make Adidas all your jerseys?
Yeah, fuck you, Adidas. Here, Adidas, right here.
For one weekend?
Right here, Adidas, right here.
Hey,
right here.
While we're wondering what MLS was thinking, question number 6, what was MLS thinking scheduling games versus the Champions League final? Hank, which game did you watch? Because it was New England.
I watched New England.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting to hear the some people from Cincinnati start whining, saying, we're gonna watch what? How come we have to watch this during Champions League final? And I said, okay, wait a minute. It's the Chelsea and Manchester City, and you've seen them play at least 3 times this season already. Who cares? Right? It's your hometown team is playing right now, and you can always DVR the fuck. So I swore, Mark. I'm sorry.
And Cincinnati still only has 6 goals. Chris.
I didn't watch either, so I think it's idiotic that they would schedule it. Although I did think that going back to the plastic shirts, it was good that the light blue versus dark blue was a copy of the Champions League strips. I thought that was kind of nice.
Fabulous insight from Chris Ballard.
I didn't even watch the Champions League until Sunday evening. I didn't know who won, which is why I wasn't on Twitter all weekend.
I didn't watch it expressly for the reason Hank said. They've already played a couple times this season, and Mark.
I tuned in to see if
and I stopped watching whenever Bayern Munich got eliminated. Mark.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
It's fucking Chelsea and Man Shitty. Who cares? Fuck them. Here's the thing. It's MLS. They don't give a shit. They're going to schedule whatever they can, whenever they can, whenever they get the airtime.
Come on.
Whenever they get the airtime. Those fuckers didn't put the schedule out until March. Do you think they even thought about Champions League? They don't think about anything. They won't start working on next year's schedule till next February. They don't think about this shit. They don't care about it. They don't care. We get preempted by the fucking Little League World Series. What do they care? As long as we get airtime, they're going to take it.
Women's
volleyball. The company that scheduled it against the World Cup for a while, didn't they? So they're probably going to schedule it against Champions League and the Euros. Euros are different. Really, fuck the Euros. But yeah, I don't think the people who make these decisions actually care about the game. They're not soccer fans. I'm convinced of it.
No.
Question number 7. With a 10-day break coming for international games, what does your club of choice need to focus on coming out of the break, Mark?
Tackling properly, scoring goals.
I need to see the highlight.
It was just a bad tackle. The guy fucked up. He screwed up bad. He totally misplayed it. I don't want to. From what I saw, it didn't look intentional. He just flubbed it. He just totally flubbed the tackle, and it was horrible. He deserved the red, and I feel bad for Polo. We got a lot to work on. The team's got to congeal. There's got to be some kind of, coming together, some kind of, moment where there's a lot in right there. And it's just, oh yeah.
That is a Portman Kunis United moment.
Yes.
Shout out to those guys. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
What does your team need to do coming out of the break?
Is
it still Portland?
No, it was New England.
Okay.
But it's really hard to. Let's go with New England. Yeah, wrap up Carlos Gil in cotton wool and make sure that he's not allowed outside near any sharp objects. That's it.
Hank?
I'd say start converting more chances, right? So get rid of the X. Get rid of the X in the stat. That's what they need to do.
Can I go back to the whole Carlos Gil MVP thing just for a second? I'm happy as hell for the guy. I'm happy as hell for New England. They're in first place in the East. I think it's great. I think they deserve it.
Number 1 in the power rankings.
I think I think it's an important thing. And I think he's doing well.
It's like the through ball stat.
But you also have to look at last year when the Galaxy had that 4 or 5 game unbeaten run, and everyone was calling Pavone the greatest player in MLS and possibly MLS history. And then everyone figured out how to guard him and how to shut him down. And he did fuck all the rest of the year. This is a league that shuts people down quickly once they figure out how to do it. A lot of players have a 5-6 game run where they are spectacular and stellar, and then they just get shut down because there's a method to the gimmick, and someone just has to find it. He could be one of the few that doesn't get shut down. It'd be great for the league if he is, but we have to keep that in mind is all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Our final question, number 8, coming out of the break, which teams are best poised to either rise or fall? Your pick, Hank.
I would say New England, right? I mean, they haven't been converting their chances. If they don't do that, they are going to fall fast.
Chris?
Nashville. Because they keep drawing. No, I think they'll get better. If they can convert some of those ties, draws into wins, I think they'll do well. which I didn't think I would be saying at the beginning of the season.
Mark.
I think poised to rise is going to be New England, simply because they're fucking New England, man. They're the Revs. No one comes to play them every week, right? You get a team like the Galaxy or Seattle. The Galaxy, not that we're any good. We're not. I'm not fronting. I'm just saying, historically speaking, everyone rises up to play the Galaxy, brings their best because they want to go pow, 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 pow right in the butt of LA and just drive it home and humiliate them, which has been the last 4 years of our lives, right? A team like Seattle, everyone rises up to play them because they have to. A team like the Revs, most people think that, right? They're not going to rise up to play the Revs. They're going to rise up to play their own game and deal with what the Revs may bring. In that regard, the Revs are poised to sail because they've got Arena, who's a shitty coach, but knows how to manage personalities and he can get the best out of people. However, a team like the Galaxies is poised to fall. Cincinnati could come out and shock everybody because they had 3 weeks to get their shit together. Who knows? But I think Seattle could suffer. I don't think they will, but they could. I think Portland will come back strongly. I think the Revs will come out strong out of the gate.
Seattle, by the way, Nicholas Ladera had surgery, and Stephen Fry developed a blood clot. So I'm with you on that one.
But again, like I said a couple weeks ago, Seattle's built like a machine. They're built to destroy everybody using multiple parts, no just one person.
That's right.
They've got all these things. Oi, no.
I think that's going to wrap it up for today, gentlemen.
Oh, what about Josie? Told to go train on his own and to fuck off from the team.
I didn't get any of that, by the way.
Josie Altador was told by
Altidore.
new head coach Chris Armas to train by himself.
He wasn't told by the coach. He was told by the office. I thought he was told by the front office. Just you go do your own thing. You're done here.
I thought he was told by
What's the
coach.
reason?
He and Armas got into it.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another team will
Yeah, I
pick him
just
up,
saw
surely.
part of that. And then it's a dumpster fire, as
I
somebody once put
think
it.
I think 4 years ago, that's a question. I think now it's like
He's still been producing in MLS. Well, last season he was okay. And Toronto need the help. I mean, at which point do they say all is forgiven, come back and save us, everyone?
How about bonus question? Where does Josie Altidore end up?
God,
There you
please
go.
not L.A.
question,
my buddy
number 9.
My buddy Hugo-
LAFC.
Hugo
to
said
blank.
LAFC with Bradley because he and Bradley have this, this love for each other, and that he will give Bradley his all, and he doesn't have to score for LAFC. He just has to hold the ball up, which
So he could
Is
be
it,
this
you know,
year's Bradley Wright Phillips, is what you're saying.
which Hugo made a really good point in that. My point to that was the guy's like Trash Can Jones. His knee's going to give out every third game, and he's not going to be able to play.
I thought it was Monkey Jones.
No, Moo Cow Jones
Moo Cow Jones,
is one
sorry.
of my companies.
That's my problem.
No. Trash Can Jones was that fuck off German fuck we signed a few years ago that they, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Ballard, Josie to where?
I have no idea. Come on.
USL.
How am I supposed
Fort
to know?
Lauderdale.
Montreal,
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
You know,
Yeah,
we got to
Let's
go.
Josie to sack.
We got to go.
Josie for sack.
And once again,
Josie for sack.
once again,
You know,
we have
was
missed
buddies with
Evan
Greg
Ream
Vanny,
because we
too.
still need to catch up with him. I'd be curious to see his thoughts of Josie Aldor continuing his MLS career there in Sacramento. That's fine. Follow along this week. Hashtag 48balls. Number 4, number 8, BALLS. Hashtag 48balls. Gentlemen, give your plugs. Hank,
Disco 5 on the Twitter.
Ballard,
at Chris J Ballard on the Twitter and at Talking Talkie for my little crappy team football podcast in the
Mark.
playoffs.
yeah, there you go. Mark,
At the Mark Villa on the Twitters. If you guys are on the Instagram, go look up round boys, but with the period in the middle, round boys. I'm a fool for chunky animals, and this Instagram is just chunkiness to the nth degree. It's really fucking cute.
I'm not going there.
No, it's super
it's
funny.
animal.
You lost
It's
me at
animal.
Chunky. Yeah,
it's all
animal.
animals. There's this one
Yeah, I bet
of a
it's
seal
animal.
floating in the water, and it's like a beach ball.
This isn't the sprained ankle image he keeps sending everybody. That's a different
No.
chunky boy. Can't see it.
Yeah, can't see. It's all too much
Oh,
glare.
there, yeah,
I
there.
see the seal. Yes,
There's
there
a
it is.
picture of the seal.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
All
cute.
right. At the Mark Via on Twitter, at round.boys on the Instagram,
Josie Sack.
at Moo Cow Jones, at the truck stops, at Top of the Table TV on Twitter, top of the table.tv if you want to watch any of this. At Brian
Wait, did I ask you
Bentley
guys
on-
about the white girl font?
Yes, you sent it to us in the
Yes,
group text.
yes,
Okay.
you did.
But it's like that same font could say "Live, Laugh, Love," "Rose all day," whatever the white girls say. It's like that's the white
If
girl
you can't
font.
handle me at my worst, you
had
don't
me
deserve
at
me at my
hello.
best.
Yes,
You had
white
me at
girl
hello.
font.
And it's always something about wine, but it's not WHINE. I get it. White girl font. See, now I feel like I have to share the picture that you sent.
White girl font.
And then the one that I responded with. It was the kid from The Shining. Instead of writing Red Room, he writes Live, Laugh, Love. All right. You guys are awesome. Thank you for spending your time with us. Hopefully you have arrived at your place of work or beverage of choice by now. Hashtag 4-8balls. Marcus shot out of a cannon this week. Speaking of 4-8balls. What?
Huh?
Shiny object?
What?
All right. For
Don't do
Brian,
drugs.
Brian,
Give it
Mark,
to
Hank,
me.
and Chris, we appreciate you
Bye.
coming on. We will see you after the international break in 2 weeks. Be good. Stay out of trouble. Get vaccinated. Bye.
Bye.
Laters.